Hey weight loss stories. So the next video I'll be interviewing my friend Charisse. We decided to meet up impromptu in Washington DC, and we're at Union Station, one of the historical places in DC. So ignore the background noise, sorry about that, and I didn't really have great placement for my camera since I wasn't prepared. But if you pay attention, you might learn something awesome and new, and enjoy my interview with my friend Charisse. Alright guys, this is Casey here. I'm here with my girlfriend Charisse. I've known Charisse for about 2.5, almost 3 years now. And we have always talked, a commonality that we've had between the two of us has been weight, struggles with weight. And Charisse actually knew me before I really got into my weight loss journey. And she is on the cusp of her own. So my thoughts in interviewing her were mostly because she is starting to see what I saw. And I'm sure there's many of you who are either right there with her on the cusp of understanding that it's time. You want to make that change. Maybe you're just not sure how. Maybe you're ready. You've got an action plan and you're about to commit. You're about to jump off. Or maybe you're like me and you've been on your journey and you're ready to inspire other people. And that's where I'm at. And that's why I'm here. And that's what I'm doing, So I just have a couple of questions to ask Charisse as somebody who's ready to join into this weight loss world. And my biggest question is, why do you want to lose weight?
Well, for me, when I was growing up, I always thought that I was going to be the prettiest girl in school, or for some reason I had that in my mind, and it just never really happened. But I just don't feel comfortable in my skin. And I tried a lot of different things. Like I tried loving and accepting yourself for who you are and like trying those type of things, but it just never really worked. I just didn't feel like I'm living my best life and this is who I'm supposed to be, I guess.
So you feel like you should be that thin, active, beautiful girl. And do you almost feel trapped by your body?
Absolutely, 100%. Every single day of my life, I feel like my body's my own prison. Most people that know me know that like my personality is larger than life. I really am able to like reach people on a personal level, even at work, during the daycare, like random strangers. Like I just am able to touch people. Personally, I just feel very insecure about if I can reach so many people just by my personality, why doesn't my body kind of like coexist with that? Yeah,
I totally get what you're saying, because like you, I'm very personable, I'm very outgoing. I've always been the first to go up and do public speaking, regardless of my size. And I was very much under the big girls rock mentality, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I always just felt like it wasn't for me, or I was identifying with the big girls because that's just what I was, but not that I felt that I belonged. And I would always get pissed at the skinny girls. I'd be like, oh, those skinny bitches, blah blah blah, when in fact all I wanted to be was a skinny bitch. Like, I just, at this point, now that I've hit 100 pounds lost, I realize it's not about size at all.
That's really interesting.
It is interesting, and there's a lot of mental work that goes into extreme weight loss. I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but there are days where, despite the fact that I've lost so much weight, I still feel huge. I feel like a whale.
Wow. I can't even begin to imagine that, because I constantly feel like people are staring at me, judging me, whether I sit on a plane or I'm trying to, start a new workout class, and everybody's really fit in it and I'm not.
Yeah, and there's so many non-scale victories that come with losing weight, like you said, like getting on a plane or feeling comfortable enough to go to a class that maybe you didn't feel comfortable going to before because of your weight or what you thought people thought of you. We project what people think onto us because of our own insecurities, right?
Absolutely.
And my next question for you, Charisse, is what other weight loss methods have you tried before that didn't quite work?
Yeah. I tried almost everything, honestly. Like, I tried doing the 48-hour Hollywood diet, where you only drink things for 48 hours. I've tried being low carb. I've tried doing keto. I've tried any diet under the sun for the past 15 years. I probably tried it. I would say I haven't had much success in it.
Why? What's blocking you from losing weight? You've tried all these things, but what is it that continues to stop your success in weight loss?
I think I've identified that factor. Actually, it's really been that while I might be able to do it for a month or so, I can't sustain it past that. I'm very busy. I'm very career oriented. I'm very on the go all the time, and that really hasn't been a focus. I've been kind of I need to find something that I can incorporate into my busy lifestyle. I will say I've yo-yoed back and forth depending on okay, I've been on a diet for a month versus I haven't. But essentially, while I've seen gains and losses, I haven't been able to sustain the weight loss. So that's really been a personal struggle of mine.
Right. So going into this next chapter and knowing that what hasn't worked and knowing what you know from other people's successes, what are you going to do differently, and what makes this attempt the right attempt? Why is this the one that's going to stick?
I think it's really, before I used to be I have to be successful with whatever diet I picked, but I've noticed that in my failures, while I did fail at that specific diet, I did change my habits over time. And so, for instance, now I've tried keto maybe 2 or 3 times, right? And while I might not be able to sustain the keto lifestyle, I have noticed that I just automatically now, out of a habit, I stay away from carbs. I drink a lot of water, and those are non-scale, what do you call it? Victories.
Yeah.
That I'm noticing in myself, and it kind of motivates me to keep trying. So while I might not be able to attain what I'm shooting for, it is still changing how I live in my lifestyle.
Yes, I can't agree with that enough, because all I can say is the only reason I've had continued success isn't because I did any one thing. I did a bunch of little things and made changes that compounded over time. My weight loss was not overnight. My weight loss is over 5 years. And people look at me and they say, oh, you've lost over 100 pounds. They don't know that it was like this. It was not a straight loss. And that's what I want to make sure that people like you, people like Charisse know, who are starting this journey, that it's not going to be perfect. Every day is not going to be great. The decision to continue to pick up, if you had a bad breakfast, you went to brunch and you had loaded French toast with a mocha latte, full fat, and you went all the way with the potatoes and everything.
Yeah.
Great. What are you having for lunch? Is your day ruined? Is your weekend ruined if that was your Friday morning brunch? So you're like, oh, well, screw that. I'm going to, have pizza tonight. It's Friday night. I already blew it this morning. When you lose that mentality and you're like, cool, I had my cheat meal. I'm satisfied with that cheat meal. I'm not going to let it sabotage my whole day. And you get a grilled chicken sandwich for lunch. And for dinner, you do a protein shake, or you do a whatever it is, and you don't let it sabotage. Because I was so in that mindset. I was like, oh, well, screwed it up. It's Friday. Guess I'll start again Monday. And all I had was cookie dough and ice cream and pizza for the rest of the weekend. When you get out of that cycle is when it starts to happen.
I totally noticed that I don't eat after 7 o'clock at night anymore, which
That's
is something
huge.
that I would never do. I would want to come home and just emotionally eat to kind of veg out on the couch and be like, I'm done with the day. I've worked hard. This is my reward. let me sit down,
Yes.
watch TV,
That's
and
another
just
change.
eat.
When you don't
And I
reward
don't do
yourself,
that anymore.
when you don't reward yourself with food anymore, guys, and you reward yourself with getting your nails done, or getting a new pair of sneakers, or those are things that we start training ourselves for. That takes away that messed up relationship with food that we tend to have. Food is not a reward system. Food is fuel. Now, am I saying that we can't, once we've broken that habit, using food as a reward every so often, fine. Food's good. I love food. But I know I had a food addiction. And I think most of us who struggle with weight loss do, to some extent or another. And it's breaking those mindsets that are attributed with food. Like, oh, I had a hard day at work, I'm gonna eat. Oh, it's my birthday, I'm gonna eat. Oh, I'm celebrating my girlfriend's raise this weekend, I'm gonna eat. It's just simple. And a lot of us come from very rural areas where there isn't anything else to do but eat. There isn't anything else to do but go out and drink or eat or whatever. And we don't always make the smartest choices. It sucks to have all your friends go out getting wings and you're like, I'll take the salad. However, when you get to a point where you have your results and you're starting to feel good about yourself and you're committed to those changes, you feel empowered making those choices. When I can't have that becomes I don't want that, that's when you win. That's when you really started to excel in your journey and really make honest to goodness lifestyle changes. Charisse was saying I did this diet. A diet is temporary in my opinion. You need something that is for life. And I think that you're on the right track. And I know that you mentioned to me that you were looking into weight loss surgery, which I know many of us on Wlstories have done. I personally went a very long, drawn out, natural route. Surgery was not for me, but for others it is, and they're very successful. And I'm sure that many people in the weight loss community will tell you that there is also a lifestyle change that comes with weight loss surgery. So while I don't know it myself, I hope that you will start now making those changes required for when you alter your body to give you the best results. And I hope you're excited for it.
I'm super excited for it. I know this is something that I've wanted for a while, and I think that it's really been something that I thought could benefit my health and my future self and my future family if as a woman someday I want to have kids and things like that. So it's definitely a consideration. And I said, okay, I've tried as much as I can. I want to just really make an informed decision about whether surgery is going to be an option for me or not.
And if so, which one?
If it was, so I'm definitely going to go down that route in the next year or so. But I still feel that it's all up here, not necessarily down here. I've kind of come to terms with that. Before it was the number on the scale and how do I feel today? Am I active? Am I not? How am I feeling? But now it's more been like, how do I feel up here? And the rest will fall in place, right? And for some people, they might be able to attain their goal via doing it naturally. Obviously, you never want to do anything to your body. If you don't, obviously, you have to, unless you have to, right? And so I'm going to go down that journey and figure out, is this something that I absolutely have to do? Or is this something that could aid in my future? Because I want to be around for my kids. I want to be able to have kids, etc., etc. As a woman, I feel that we just kind of have to deal with so much more, like our hormones and our stress. Plus, women these days, millennials, we're trying to almost rule the world. So being like career oriented and goal oriented, we want to have that as well as be able to have
all.
We want it all. That's absolutely right. So I'm gonna try to work towards that, but I'm really reveling in like the non-scale victories right now, and like realizing that before I wasn't able to drink like a lot of water. Now I can do that, and I do that every day, and my cells crave it. And if I don't do that, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't drink so much water, or I can't eat after 7.
Yeah.
And my brain is starting to process that maybe I don't need to eat as much sugar and carbs.
Because it's all mental.
Yeah.
Right? It's
so
all
those
mental.
small changes have been happening.
Yeah.
I just want to like go through your process and have like kind of have that tip over.
Once you see the results, it makes you so much more committed.
Yeah.
But you got to get there. And I can't thank my former self enough for doing the hard work.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She did the hard work. Now me, I can do a lot more physically than old me could, but old me, it took every ounce of motivation and determination and consistency that I had to get through.
Yeah.
And I thank God every day for her.
Absolutely. I think in my 20s, I was looking to lose the weight, look skinny, have good Instagram pictures, have a good selfie picture. In my 30s and going into womanhood and being a mother, etc., I'm looking more for peace within me. Like, really, no, obviously.
It's so
like,
true.
I'm looking for
so
peace
true.
with myself. I just feel like I wasn't supposed to be built in this body. And I'm so much more fabulous than that. And while I've accepted that I love myself for who I am, and I've gone through that process of like, you know, you have to love yourself regardless of what weight you are.
Right.
I'm now at a stage where I'm like, I still don't feel comfortable in this skin that I am.
So that's the natural next step. And I think that's great. I'm so empowered by people that have done the mental work. There's so much that goes into it, and I'm so proud of my friend because she comes to me all the time, and I see her posting notes of positivity, and I see her right there. She's just about ready. And
I feel like I tip.
And there's so many great online resources like Weight Loss Stories, like you've been saying, non-scale victories. We have Weight Loss Stories, the Ocho, which is all about non-scale victories. And I would invite you to check them out, maybe even submit something about like your water intake. Because things like that do add up, and I think people forget that those little pieces compound and make such a huge difference.
Even as simple as sleeping on time, like getting a full 8 hours rest has improved my life so much. I can't even explain it. I'm like ready to take on the world, and I'm like, you know what? This is the most important thing for me. If I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I can't function the next day, and then I'm going to end up emotionally eating. So you start to like connect those dots, and like,
that's it.
Like, okay, I can do this.
So I'm so excited for her, and I hope everybody will join me in the comments, giving her so much love and support. And maybe we'll even see her on our Weight Loss Beginnings page in a couple of weeks to a month, whenever she's ready. That's what it is, guys. It's when you're ready. And I'll be here for you, and I'm here for you, and we're all about love and support, and I can't wait to just embrace you on your journey as you have on mine, and just love on you the whole time.
Oh my God. I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. You're constant like inspiration. I watch you every day, and you motivate me, and you just make me feel
and
like
you can be that
it's
for somebody.
attainable. You know?
Can be that for somebody.
Absolutely.
You know, just your own tenacity could be what somebody's looking for. They might really identify with you.
It's so weird. Like before, I thought it was weight loss. It was like looking good in an outfit at the club. It was trying to like find attention from guys. Now it's just about finding peace with who I am.
I love that.
So
I love that.
Hopefully it works, and congratulations on your success. And like, hopefully I can find my own path.
You will. You absolutely will. So,
awesome.
All right, everybody.
Thank you.
We're gonna sign out, but I just want to give Sharice one more big hug because she's so wonderful.
Oh.
And we'll talk soon.
Hey everybody, it's Keith. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you click the like button below. If you're new here, please make sure you click the subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Be sure to check out the entire Weight Loss Stories community at weightloststories.com/map or just click on the link in our Instagram bio. Thank you again.